Welcome everyone to a short video about how to borrow ebooks from the Ballarat Libraries in the BorrowBox app on an iPad. Firstly, on your iPad screen, tap on the BorrowBox app to see a list of the books you've borrowed recently, audiobooks and ebooks, and down the bottom notice the eBooks button. Tap on that to see a list of featured ebooks. As you scroll up and down the screen, you'll see quite a few. If you tap on genres at the top, you'll see lists of genres of ebooks. As you scroll up and down, you'll see several genres. Tapping on any one of those genres would show you the list of books within that genre. As you scroll up and down the screen, you'll see some are available and some are on loan to somebody else at a certain date. When you tap on the cover of a book, it should bring up a large image of the cover. And under the image, you'll see a brief synopsis of what the book's about. There's a big button at the bottom right-hand corner to borrow that book. Tap on that borrow button, and up on your screen, you should get an option now to read now. Tap on the read now option, and the book opens up on your screen at the cover. As you slide your finger from right to left across the screen, you'll see the various pages turning as though you were turning real pages in a real book. When you get to the first chapter in the book, you can start reading properly. If you tap in the middle of the screen, you'll see some buttons in the bottom left-hand corner with two capital A's. Tap on that, and each time you tap the large capital A, the text will get larger, and the small capital A makes the text smaller. The themes button can be changed from a paper screen to a white screen, to a sepia screen, to a night screen. I generally prefer to use the paper screen when I'm reading in the daytime. Again, as you scroll the screen across and you see various pages, when you're ready for a break from reading, you just tap in the middle of the screen, and in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the option for My Loans. Tapping on that puts a bookmark in the page and puts the book back on the shelf. Now, when you open that book up again by tapping on it, it opens up to the page you were up to last time. Again, as you scroll through, you'll be able to read the various pages. And when you tap on the middle of the screen and go back to My Loans, it puts the book back on the shelf, shows you how many days you've got the book left before it expires, how many pages you've got to read. You could renew the book if your time's nearly up. There's also a button there to return the book when you've finished with it, or you decide you no longer want that book anymore. When you tap on that, you need to confirm the return, and that book is no longer in your library. It goes into your history. Down the bottom, you can also find a book by searching for it. There's a search option at the very bottom. When you tap on that, that'll bring up another screen. And I'll just go back to the search option up the top left-hand corner. It's gone to a screen I had earlier. And just check that you're on eBooks or eAudiobooks at the top. When you tap in the search bar, you can type in the name of a book or the name of an author. Here I'm typing in the name Lee Child, one of my favourite authors. And as I scroll down, I can look for books by Lee Child. When I see one I like, I tap on the cover, just like I did when we're in the categories, and that will give me an enlarged cover and the brief synopsis underneath. And again, I can borrow that book by tapping the big green borrow button at the bottom and choosing to read now. And again, I can just scroll through that by sliding my finger from right to left on the cover to read the various pages within this book. Again, when I'm ready to stop reading, I just tap in the middle of the screen, tap My Loans top left, a bookmark's put on the page, and the book goes back on the shelf. Then I'm just a matter of reading it right through or returning it when I'm finished with it. I hope you've found this video helpful.